Alright y'all, it's time for our fall favorites video, so let's get right into it. Hey y'all, I'm Kate with Salty Katie. I run an online planner shop and make videos about planning, productivity, and organization. I'm so glad you joined me today. Okay friends, I've only got 6 or 7 things to show you today, so let's get started with health and wellness. So the first is the 10% Happier app. It is a meditation app you just use from your phone. I like this app for a few reasons. One, it's got a ton of different meditation options there. You can do single, one-off meditations. You can do courses on anything from taming anxiety to working with your habits. The courses last 8 to 10 days, and there's a little learning video component and then a meditation attached to it, and I found those really useful. The app tracks your progress and gives you little awards along the way, like if you meditate for 5 days in a row, that kind of thing. It costs something like $99 a year, which is not super cheap, but if you used it even 300 times in a year, you'd pay 30 cents per meditation. So I think it works out pretty well. I'm leaving a link down in the description for a free 30-day pass. There is no credit card required. I do not believe I get any kind of kickback, so it's not, I don't think it's an affiliate link, but it's down there if you want to try it totally free. Cannot recommend enough. Okay, so the next thing in our health and wellness category is step workouts on YouTube. Y'all, I've been having the best time with this. I get up with the chickens. It is dark 30 out here. It's 7 a.m. right now as I'm filming this, 7:15. It is pitch dark outside. So typically I would be outside running, but we have this like coyote problem lately, like big mini coyotes, and it is completely dark out there, and we've also got some neighbors with some aggressive dogs. So I've been working out inside a lot more lately, and I have really been enjoying these step videos on YouTube. So I'm going to show you a little sequence of me stepping. And if you watched last week's video, wow, did my monkey mind have a lot to say about how I look while I'm stepping on this step, y'all. And I think if you look pretty closely, you can see where I've wiped some of my eyebrow paint up onto my forehead from yesterday's makeup. I cannot believe you did that. Anyway, the fun thing about these workouts is I typically go for the advanced ones. You are so busy trying to keep up with what the instructor is saying, time passes really quickly and you get in a really great cardio workout. There are tons of them out there to be had, so there's a really great variety. You can start with the most basic and just move your way up to advanced, because the basic kind of teaches you the steps the instructor is going to call out. Intermediate starts putting them together in more patterns, and then advanced is really more pattern than anything else, and they are a whole lot of fun. I'm going to leave some links down in the description to a couple of the people I'm following now, a couple of YouTube channels that put up some really great workouts. So let's talk about the step itself. This step is called The Step. I've been using it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now, and only recently have I been using it basically every day, and I really love it. It's nice and long, it's wide enough, but it's not too big to take up too much room. It lets me do every step workout I want to do. It comes with risers, so you can set it to 4 inches with no risers, 6 inches with 2 risers, and 8 inches, God bless you, with 4 risers. I have never had an issue with the tread. It does not trip me up. It's very stable. If I get onto a slicker floor, I just put an old yoga mat that I cut up underneath it to keep it steady, or to keep it from sliding back and forth as you step. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The step is available on Amazon. It's somewhere, I think right now it's priced in the neighborhood of $65, which is not super cheap, but I'm a big, tall, heavy girl, and I didn't want a super cheap flimsy type step. I'm not taking a chance, girlfriend. I mean, you know, I wanted something that would hold my weight and that I could work out on, you know, reliably and consistently, and that's what I've found here. Really, I've enjoyed this step. I can speak to the step's longevity. It's been going strong for, I don't, at least 3 years now. Really good, really good. So the next thing is a yoga mat I just ordered off Amazon. Now, I cannot speak to longevity on this one because I've only had it a couple of weeks, but I absolutely love it. First off, it's pink. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. Secondly, it is very long. It is probably a foot or a foot and a half longer than other yoga mats I've used, and like I mentioned, I am long and tall, 5'8". So apparently I'm like 4 inches taller than your average woman. Thanks. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's Mama's fault. Mama! Anyway, the yoga mat is plenty long. I could stretch all the way out on it, no issues. But my favorite thing is that it's about 1/4 inch thick. So it does actually provide enough cushion. If I need to get down on my knees or on one of my hips, I'm able to do that because there's cushion enough. After I had those surgeries on my lower legs, I have to be careful. There needs to be padding underneath me when I'm doing stuff like that, and so I absolutely love this mat for its thickness. It was also not super expensive, something like $26 or $27, and it comes with a little carrying, thing that you can sling it on your back or whatever. So yeah, love this yoga mat. The next is socks. Yeah, I'm gonna recommend some socks. These are Belega Hidden Comfort socks. So they're a little short sock that doesn't show much above your shoes, but they are nice and thick without being hot. So they're thick in that they provide blister reduction. I've never had a blister with any of these Belega socks before, and I've run in wet shoes, wet feet, never had an issue, and I am particularly prone to blisters. So these socks have been a real lifesaver for me. Now, I have a big foot because I'm a big girl. I wear a size 10, but in the Belega socks, I buy a medium because they stretch plenty. So if you're like in a size 7 or below, I would try the small. But if you got a big old foot like me, then go for the medium. Much bigger than that, then I would say maybe the large, but that must be a damn big sock because I got a big old foot. Anyway, and they wear really, really well. They are not cheap. They are $15 a pair, and I can't really believe I'm saying that to you, that I would recommend that, but they are that good. I have been using them for 8 or 10 years now. I can certainly speak to their longevity and wear. I mean, you'd have to run, I don't even know how many times to wear a hole in one of these socks. So, yeah. It's a really great sock if you're looking for a good sock recommendation that has a nice padding and keeps a nice little, nice little padding around your feet. These are the socks for you. Okay, y'all, let's move into stationery. This is not going to be a surprise. This is my traveler size Archer and Olive notebook. I enjoy the Archer and Olive notebooks because sometimes I'm looking for that nice thick paper. Can you hear that? I mean, that's how thick the paper is. I think it's like 160 GSM. It's got a nice light dot grid that you won't be able to see from over there. But anyway, I've really been enjoying this. If you saw my video where I destroyed my B5 bullet journal with shrimp juice, I'll link it up here. Or up here? Whatever. It'll be up there. So I ended up switching into this traveler size, and I have been really loving it. The page is half as wide as it is long, if that makes sense. So it really reminds me from back in the day, like 2016, 2017, everybody carried personal size traveler's notebooks back then, or a lot of us did, and this really reminds me of that size. Love it, love it. I'll link the traveler's website, or the Archer and Olive website, down below. And of course, I've got this super cute jelly cover on it. It is very well made, if I do say so myself. It does accommodate both the pin loop and the elastic. Really, you couldn't get a better jelly cover for it. Link in description. Okay, so this is our final item for today, and probably my favorite. Have you ever bought something and you were just pleased as punch when you got it? Like, you're just like, oh man, this thing is awesome. And that's what happened to me with this keyboard. Yes, it's a keyboard. It is a rainbow light up keyboard. I absolutely love it. And the cool thing about it is, not only does it light up, but it makes that really pleasant clacking sound. Now, you can buy some keyboards like, what is the name of that thing? Alexa Press? I don't really know how to say it. Alexi Press. You can order the clacky keyboards off there in different colors and things. But to me, they're often too loud. This one makes sort of a perfect level of noise. Listen to this. Really excellent. It's like a moderate clack, not disturbing, but a nice sort of ASMR. It is also not a 60% keyboard. So 60% is where it doesn't have the number pad on the side. It's just got the main portion of the keyboard. And in every job I've ever had, I used a 10-key, the big calculator. I don't know how old y'all are, if y'all can remember those big calculators or not. But I also used the number pad portion of the keyboard for all of my working life while working for other people. Well, all the keyboards I have right now are the 60% because they're Apple keyboards. So I decided part of the reason I ordered this one is so I could use the number pad, and I did my books the other day and it was way faster than picking around along the top of the keyboard trying to find my numbers. It made such a huge difference, so I'm so glad I bought it. One caveat, it is a wired keyboard, which does not bother me, but the ones that were, Bluetooth, were twice as expensive, if not 40%, not 40%, if not 60% more expensive. So I ended up going with the one that had the wire, and it was $26 or $27. Doesn't bother me. I just plug the wire in and then, take it back out if I need to. Yeah. That was definitely my absolute favorite item. I've had the best time with that little keyboard. I'm like, ooh, let me answer some emails on my little keyboard. So, yeah, cannot recommend enough. Mama, let me know if you want one of these for Christmas. It's so pretty. I think you might like it. Yeah, just let me know. Okay, y'all, there's our fall favorites for this year. I'd love it if you drop your favorites down in the comments. I'm open to hearing about anything from food to TV shows to whatever you got. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you back here again next Sunday. Bye, y'all.